You know what the worst part about this whole Carlee Russell situation is? It's the fact that now other people are starting to get involved and dragged into it, such as her parents, right? I was looking at her parents on NBC News, and it looks like the father is just going along with what the daughter and the mother is doing in order to try to support the lie, right? I didn't believe from the very beginning that this was anything other than another woman, specifically a black woman in this case, but another woman that was out here finessing the system, finessing her man, and finessing the rest of social media in order to either get some clout from somebody or to get back at somebody. And I was absolutely right. And you know, the unfortunate part is, again, everybody is dragged into it. And I don't see enough women holding this woman accountable. I don't see enough outrage. I don't even see enough upset. I only see people calling cap. And even women know, right? This is almost worse than Jussie Smollett because the story is just so unbelievable. White baby, walking down a busy highway. Nobody's seen this white baby with a t-shirt and a pamper on. She went to Target, got some fruit snacks and some Cheez-Its, allegedly. Police said they found her Apple Watch stuck inside of her car, but they certainly didn't find the snacks that she purchased from Target earlier that day. Cool. Then some redneck with orange hair snatches her up, throws her on an 18-wheeler, ties her up, give her nothing but Cheez-Its. Cool. Found her wig. All of this it's so unimaginable. The amount of lengths that people are going through in order to support the lie and hold up on it. Like, if there was ever a meme that should ever be put together that's called, yo, I'm gonna see it through or I'm gonna stand on it, this is it. And a few days ago, let's just say a week ago, we didn't even know who this woman was. We never heard of her, was never interested in her, nothing. None of it mattered to us whatsoever. And now, we know everything about her. We starting to mine through and find out exactly what it is that she is. So now she's embarrassing her sorors because allegedly she's an AKA. She's embarrassing her parents and she's dragging them into it. She's embarrassing the alleged brother that was making the plea on social media in the first place. Embarrassing the whole state of Alabama. And I can't wait until the press conference and see what the police say about this. And my expectation, let me tell you what my expectation is. Nothing less. You know, we should be calling for this on social media. Is that there to be an arrest and a civil suit of her using resources from our tax dollars in the state of Alabama in order to continue this witch hunt for this mysterious baby that nobody is looking for anymore. The police came out and said, yo, we don't find any evidence of any baby. We don't see anything but a wig. And then somebody came out and they said, well, you know, after they analyzed the traffic cameras and all of this other type of stuff, it was actually her friend that was following her and then wound up picking her up. And then there's a theory going along, allegedly, that's saying that she got into it with this other chick and she was mad and so it was an opportunity for her to get back. Or maybe she was just getting bust down. But nobody ever holds these hyenas accountable for the pain, the suffering, and all of the different resources that's being used in order to support the lie. And nobody has ever come back and said, I apologize. Nobody has ever come back and held her accountable. But yet we're going to continue to see black women as the least protected. I remember I was on a live stream a couple months ago with Sue Ann Robinson, and we were discussing the Shanquilla Robinson case, right? And one of the things that she ended the live stream was, well, we know that black women are the least protected. And every time I have a conversation with a woman and they turn out to be a hyena, they always talk about how black men don't ever protect black women. And then you got Umar Johnson and Boyce Watkins, and they advocating for you to talk to single mothers. And then I seen Anthony O'Neill this morning, and he was talking about all men should make $100,000 because black women and single baby mamas is out here killing it. And I'm just so tired of hearing the bullshit. I'm so sick of the narrative. I'm so sick of all of the support and love and resources that's going to a demographic that don't give a fuck about what it is that we doing and who's suffering as a result of it. And so they feel comfortable dragging everybody into it and using all of the resources. And they'll still do the narrative, right? Even to the point to where they saying now that we started questioning, okay, well, what was the result of it? Now that she was walking home and everything was awesome, what happened to the baby? And who kidnapped you? And why are we not looking for the abductor and all of this? And they even getting to the point now where they saying, you're being toxic as a man. Toxic masculinity, as though masculinity is ever toxic. They saying that you're being toxic as a man if you continue to pepper the authorities, and the parents, and a woman for answers to find out exactly who this mysterious white baby is and how it is that she was able to get away from the abductor, and why we not trying to find out where this abductor is, because we don't want Jeffrey Dahmer out here on the street feeding Cheez-Its to women for the next 48 hours and then them not being able to protect themselves as a result of it. Anything less than an arrest, anything less than a civil suit, anything less than women specifically holding other women accountable for what it is that we see happening in society is egregious, in my opinion. And so, you know what? I was wrong in the beginning. I was wrong. I said that my expectation was for there to be an arrest. That's wishful thinking. My expectation is for her to go on, be successful, continue to throw another man under the bus, be egregious, for the narrative to continue, for nobody to be held accountable, for her to just be able to live her life, and for the authorities to waste all of their time and resources when they could have been searching for real killers and murderers and trying to figure out exactly where this white baby is. My expectation is for her to walk away and there to be no consequences whatsoever, because we all know that that's what happens. That's what happened with the Duke lacrosse team. That's what happens with women when they accuse men of doing something that they didn't do and then they get free out of prison. It's guilty until proven innocent for men, and then it's innocent until proven more innocent for women. Even if you did wrong and you guilty, and we know it and everybody can substantiate that it is, and it's lie after lie, we all know what the answer is. I'm curious what your thoughts are. What are your expectations as the police continues to investigate and find out exactly what's going on out here in these streets? I'm wondering what your expectations are. Do you expect for something to happen? Do you expect for them to find her abductor and for us to figure out and come to the front of the congregation and say, you know what, we apologize because we was wrong and it was actually somebody that was coming after you? Or do you expect for us as a society to hold her accountable and for women to come back to the front of the congregation and say they was wrong? I'm curious.